Alright, welcome to the Outlands. This is gonna end well. I'll be honest, I have no idea where to go, where I'm supposed to go from here, because I'll admit I'm kind of surprised we are at this point. And there's just a few creatures out here, apparently, despite all the evil nonsense. I wonder why Anna seems on edge. Okay, I can't tell if that's a construct or... Outlands indeed.
I'm gone.
Ah, another Grillig. Down you go.
Done.
Moving on. Again. It might just be a bit of one. This will
gone.
probably end up just being a bunch of wandering around, but we'll see. Alright, regroup.
Endure, your path is mine. I shall serve.
Die.
That was easy enough. At least these creatures aren't being too hard to deal with.
My axe again.
Not too hard to deal with at all.
I'm gone.
Not even able to catch up with all the damage we're doing to them. I guess I'm doing something right in that case. Well, I'm not sure what to make of this area yet. I mean, we're running into a ton of creatures, but I'm not entirely sure what to make of all of them yet.
Your
Okay, what was that? Okay, who are taking it? Okay, Falcon Race is taking it right now. What, does Valior have some special ability that I don't know about? What's that scale I keep seeing? It could just be his axe. Let's find out. Final Judgment. Cursed. Okay. This archaic double-bladed battle axe is reminiscent of an executioner's axe. The axe head has been forged into the symbol of the Mercy Killer faction. Okay. This axe is as much a part of Valior's armor, and the axe itself carries part of Valior's essence within it. As a result, it is utterly devoted to justice, and will not allow the user to rest while judgments are left to be delivered. The considerable damage it causes to an opponent is doubled if the axe strikes a guilty or chaotic character. Furthermore, the axe itself lends some of its strength to the wielder, giving him added protection from attacks. The origin of this axe is unknown. If you were to hazard a guess, the axe gained its power simply from Valior's belief. If he were to die a second death, you don't know what would happen to him. Curious.
I'm gone.
More silly creatures. And no way to... and a seeming inability to leave this area. What, did I get thrown into a valley or something? Yeah. I guess we're gonna run after that thing. Jeez, these guys don't want to fight. Duck on, let's give them something to think about. Okay, it looks like we've trapped that one. And we're dead. Oh, that wasn't too hard.
I'm gone.
Nice little random ladder up there. And why did all these relics come here? Okay, who's taking hits right now? Anna. Yeah, it looks like they're just respawning creatures again. Well, looks like Valior's doing quite well against these guys.
Gone.
We'll see how if we're able to sustain that momentum, I suppose. Better quick save here, just in case I run into any more beasties.
I'm gone.
I have to ignore them until I find where I need to go. Oh, this looks... never mind, it's not promised. Where do I recognize that voice for Valior? I'm gonna have to look this up before I'm done here. Camp spot? What the? House of Fujil. You live in a head?
I'm gone.
Okay.
What?
Hey, Morty, give him something to look at. Phone, leave me alone. I'm busy. Hey, no, don't go after our Thoughtful Grace. Actually, does she have any healing left? Any second now, Valior. I guess apart from going into Fujul's house, there really isn't much else to be done. Here goes nothing.
Alright.
Huh. So it's not just living within the bones, it's more of a doorway to somewhere else.
Alright, done.
I'm trying to remember exactly what I'm looking for him for, but don't have the dialogue window. Fujul Fork Tongue. Supposedly he's gonna have the answers I seek? Let's find out.
A Tanari in my home? Of all the indignities, why don't you invite your whole filthy species in?
You see a broken-winged fiend, with one tattered wing covered in scars. His voice is clenched, angry, and despairing, issuing from behind gritting teeth. Feh! The fetid stench of a Tanari. I can smell it for leagues. Show some respect for my home. Can't you find some fumes or acidic vapors to try and drown your scent? Feh! I'll never get that Tanaric stench out of this place. It'll draw Batizu from all over the plains. I like the way she smells. It's pretty. Oh, and it's not just any Tanari, but a Tanari whore who's just walked into my home. Things can't get any worse. Come in, please. My home is your home. He waves his hands in the air in despair. Why don't you invite all the rest of your abyssal harpies in my home to torment me? I extend my greetings to you, Advocate Infernus Forktongue. Grace nods with a slight bow. I will take your suggestion under consideration. Have you come to kill me? Torment me? If so, know that I still have much power at my disposal. I just want the answer to some questions. Oh, wonderful. Tell me of Trius. Feh! Years of service as an Advocate Infernus. Painstaking detail and organization. I never questioned my superiors. I did all that was asked of me. I punished those below me with the cruelest and most inventive punishments when they failed. Then, one slip and it all comes crashing down. All due to chance, chaos, randomness, and the lesser races wonder why the Batizu wish the multiverse to be an orderly construct. He pauses, hissing in anger. The diva lied. It lied. Trius, the betrayer, tricked me into signing a contract, and I, blinded by the possibility of capturing him, walked straight into his trap. If he dies, the contract is over, but I have not been able to find him, and if I did, how would I harm him? What am I to do? Even these treacherous thoughts make my mind burn in pain. I was so sure I had the paragon of self-righteousness. That short-sighted greed cost me the rest of my centuries of glorious conniving and entombed me in this sinkhole of goodwill. Blah.
Updated my journal.
Stupidity is a sign of weakness. There is no injustice in an advantage seeker being taken advantage of. And now I am cursed to do good deeds, to aid those in need of aid. Feh! An eternity of curses of Trius. A pox on his blessed aid. May all the dung heaps of Maldomini rain down upon his head. He rants for a few moments and then turns his attention back to you and speaks through gritted teeth. My contract with the diva now bids me ask what I can do for you. Have you come to torment me? Kill me? I have come only seeking knowledge. I was told that you would know of my mortality. It has been stolen from me. He scrutinizes you closely for the first time. Memories run like hollow canyons through my mind, almost human. Many creatures have I met in an immortal's time, though I do not believe you were among them. Go on. Forktongue shrugs. You all look alike to me, and I think I would have remembered the scarred flesh of your body. It is much like the breathing paintings that bedeck Bell's gallery of skins in Baator, except with less grace and more passion in the scar strokes. Go on. The violence is great, nearing acceptable levels, but the scars are applied with almost Tanaric crudity, without any care for maximizing the pain of the recipient. A Batizu artist would be much more devoted to the following the paths of pain across the body. Some of these wounds look to be clean kills. Other looks as if a blind butcher were carving up human steaks. Pfft, human art makes me ill such times. Such potential. Wasted. Grace sounds bemused. Is Advocate Infernus Forktongue implying that we Tanari are a crude people? Pfft, to say that Tanari are crude is to insult crudity. Any lesser race that revels in chaos allows itself to be pulled and drowned in its stagnant tide, and calls it evil, are not a race at all. They are beasts. Surely you simply object to the implementation of evil rather than the degree. Many among the Tanari would claim that the closer one is to the primal nature of evil, the more true they are to the ideal. Pfft and double pfft. The Tanari beasts want to strip law and order from the face of evil. Inexcusable. Intolerable. I cannot. From a Batizu point of view, it may indeed seem intolerable. However, Advocate, many Tanari philosophers would argue but that the Batizu are to be no less excused from excising passion from violence, excising passion from the very essence of evil. The Batizu would replace rage with cold, methodical cruelty, and thus the old debate continues. Which is the greater evil? Efficient evil or passionate evil? Pfft, you say that simply because you are what you are. He wags his eyebrows at her. He waves his hand dismissively. At least I am still allowed to be cynical. Great. Let's get back to discussing my mortality instead of my scars. Very well. Very well. He scratches his head. If I recall correctly, and there is so much I do not, thanks to that accursed diva, I have not heard of a case such as yours. It makes you immortal, does it not? Yes. If so, then death itself is no longer sacred. Pfft! In my day, mortals remained so and knew their place. Now everybody and their mother has the disease of eternal boredom. We should have a gathering and invite everyone across the plains and offer them immortal contracts. It would save all of us hard-working Batizu a great deal of effort. Pfft. You know that if everyone was immortal, this entire petitioner system would be up the famed Fecal Creek. Pfft. Immortality is not a trinket to be given to unruly children such as you. Be that as it may, but tell me what you know of my mortality. Pfft. As I was saying, I recall hearing somewhere about a place called the Fortress of Regrets. He thinks for a moment. Yes, that's it. What do you know of the place? He smiles widely. I am pleased to inform you that I do not know. Not at all. I cannot help you to get there, and that chills my heart in such a delightful way. No, I cannot help you. Oh, how I have longed to say those words. How sweet they do you know someone who does? Enough of your cross-examinations. Yes, I know somebody who might know. On Baator lies a pillar of betrayers, liars, and sages. Despite their nature, their knowledge is considerable. They might know where you can find this Fortress of Regrets. Wait, you're sending me to Baator? This'll end badly. How do I get to Baator?
Updated my journal.
Hold on, Chief. Baator is bad news. The Fiend is probably holding out on us, and even if there is a Pillar of Skulls, we can probably find somebody else who knows how to reach this fortress without going to one of the most dangerous places in the multiverse. Why don't you want to go out? Oh there, Morty. It's a dangerous place, Chief. I'd rather not go. I've been, and it isn't pretty. Alright? We'll talk about this more later. How can morons speak so much? Tell me of this pillar and how to reach it again. What do you need to know? How to get there? What it is? What? What? Tell me what it is. Okay. Tell me how to get there. There is a portal outside my home. It lies in the hand of this giant creature. Go through the arch formed by the left arm of the creature, and you will be taken to the Pillar of Skulls. The portal will be active for you now. How would I return from the pillar?
My journal.
Return? Why, I hadn't thought of that. To return from Baator, you need knowledge, and a piece of jagged obsidian to cut your tongue. Then that knowledge you will gain from the pillar. But there is no reason for you to return here, and no desire on my part to see you again. I need a place to rest. What? I must endure your presence even longer? Will this torment never cease? Fine then. Fine. Spread out across the floor. Raid my larder. Knock over my experiments. I'll just be over here fuming.
In no
I feel stronger.
Someone I have become stronger.
Well, that's useful. Well, let's cast a few spells and then make sure that everybody's good to go.
Great. Even more of a stench.
Okay, is there anything else I want to know? How did your wings get that way? Oh yes, aren't they beautiful? They were the first things to be stripped from me before my exile, before I was forced to flee the burning halls of my people. The wings were taken as trophies by the lowly Abishai for banners in the blood war. My horns were snapped from my skull, and one was hollowed out as a drinking horn for my Lord Bel. Accursed be his name across the plains. Why did that happen? I have said all that I intend to say on the matter of the betrayer. He it was who condemned me to this life, and he whose guts I will see stringing the gates of dawn like a celestial harp. No, no, no harm to the diva. Curses! I think I've gotten everything I care to out of him, so I guess now that I have that information, I don't like the idea of going into Baator either, but if it's where I need to go, then I suppose it's where I need to go. So where did he say what it would be? Screw it, here we go. Okay. This is gonna end badly. Oh, and we're already fighting Abishai. This is fun.
I am Valor.
Okay. I'd better leave this. Oh dear. That's fun. Yeah, well. Where's the autosave?
In no
I feel stronger.
Someone I have become stronger.
Stop standing on my tail. What? Okay, I'm gonna ask about that later. Let's bump up strength, I guess. And anyone else? Okay, useful. And okay. Okay, fighting response improved. Fine by me. Okay, useful. Alright, let's go through that real quick. Okay, that's useful. Let's just go. I don't know. Power of one's probably more powerful than strength. Guess I'm gonna have to start using that in magic. Ah, fine. We'll kill this thing and then go elsewhere, I suppose. Okay, here we go. I do not relish the idea of doing this. Oh boy.
Yes.
Okay, before we try and do anything... Okay, that should help if we run into any more Abishai. Oh, great! There's just more of Abishai this time! That makes me feel so much better about my life. Hey, can you go into stealth? I'm curious to see if it'll work. Okay, I guess we're in combat, so I guess no. I'm half tempted to make her start kissing people. I can't believe I just said that. Boom, suckers!
What's up?
Taunt this one.
Working in this thing.
Another trip to the mortuary.
I just got shredded.
You alright?
Where the hell did I go?
Done.
Wait, it took me right where I needed to go? I'm not sure if I should be thankful or if I should go back to my save. Well, real quick, where's this gonna throw me? On the complete other side. You know what? Screw it. I'm going back here. I've got the autosave, so I should be fine if I really do need it.
Done. Done.
Actually, I should probably change... Oh! Here come the Abishai.
Endure. In enduring, grow strong.
Okay, now... Let's see what happens if we try the Kiss of Death on these jerks.
I hear your words.
My axe again.
One of them's down.
I'm hurt.
Pleasure. A pleasure.
I'm taking a lot of hits for it, so I'm not entirely happy with this circumstance.
I'm gone.
What's up?
I am Valor.
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Anna can't hit worth crap. Well, I guess... she's only good for target practice then.
I'm gone.
One down. Okay, almost there. Jacqueline, back off real quick. Get that thing's attention. Okay, we beat that one group.
Justice awaits. As you command. As you command.
Well, I don't need to worry about wounds as much, at least. Might as well do sensory touch on Morning.
I'm gone.
Okay. That... I hope that's not going to be a trend, because otherwise I'm in a lot of trouble. Oh, that's not too bad. If I'm just up against Noparibos, that's not going to be bad at all. These things are easy to take down. Abishai, though, are going to be a bit more difficult. The only problem here is that pretty much everybody wants to kill me. And honestly, given their nature, well, I guess I do blame them because...
All right. Done. Done.
Okay, I think I heard about this when I was looking stuff up online. Apparently... Apparently, if I had managed to save her, that would have been even more trouble for me. I would have run into a bunch more Abishais. I don't know, I'm half tempted to go to a quick save and show it, but honestly, I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it. Jeez. Filling up Valors. Is that how he's pronouncing it? Cornigan. That does not look at all friendly.
I'm gone. Done.
At least I know which direction to go in order to move on.
All right. Done.
Alright, the Cornigan has our attention. We have the Cornigan's attention.
You father of trolls.
gone.
Fight's not working on this thing. Fight's not working on this thing. Fight's not working on this thing.
Whoa, that fell quickly. Too quickly, almost. Alright, a rusty dagger compared to everything else. Although I could have Baator take a few items just to get him off of our hands. Yeah, let's have him equip a few things. That way we can throw stuff onto him if necessary. Alright, fall first. Hand it off.
All right. Done.
What was that sound?
I'm gone.
Alright. Here we are.
I'm gone.
That is disgusting. Let's talk to it! The sight of this thing, this horrible, towering, pulsating thing, fills you with nausea, unfounded loathing, and a faint sense of familiarity. The innumerable rotting heads which make up the vast pile seems to constantly shift and throb, alternately bickering, weeping, conversing, shouting, and whispering to one another. Heads constantly bubble to the surface of the stack from somewhere within its foul core, while others sink back into the grisly pillar. As you make the step closer to the pillar, Morty hisses to you. Psst! Chief! Chief, listen. I can't let that thing see me. You've got to get me out of here. Drop me off somewhere. Pick me up later or something. Why, Morty? What's going on? Yeah, I don't really like to talk about it. Let's just get moving, yeah? Morty's voice trembles with fear. His eyes flicker back and forth between you and the massive pillar of heads. I can't have you keeping so many secrets, Morty. You've got to tell me what's going on here.
Dated my journal.
Morty sighs, unable to meet your stare. At last, he relents. Fine, fine, I'll tell you. There's this pillar on Avernus, the first layer of Baator, built of the heads of all those who have led others to their deaths through lies. Well, that's it right there. See, that's where I ended up. Go figure. So, you were one of those heads? Yeah, I told an exaggeration or two. It's just that one of my suggestions... You mean lies? This is Anna. Morty continues unperturbed. One of my suggestions led to your death. One of them. Maybe others. I don't really know. Those memories are gone now. Morty stares at your feet. You've never seen him look so miserable. Those memories, they... Look, Chief, I don't even remember being human. I don't remember what life was like before the pillar. Takon, staring into the distance, speaks quietly. It is like cupping water into one's hands. Morty glances at Takon, then you. Yeah, I guess. That's pretty much the way of things when you die. You forget. I figure I wasn't a sterling member of the community when I was alive, but hells, who is? Morty sighs again. It's just that I can't help it. Nothing's worse than being honest all the time. Look, Chief, if that pile of heads sees me, it'll want me back. Bad. You can't let that happen. Hold it. One moment. Just how long have you known me, Morty? Don't know. Ages, I suppose. I've done all I could to help you find your way each time, but... Morty sighs, then lifts himself up to meet your gaze. You rarely make it this far, Chief. I mean it. Only 4 or 5 times, I think. This could be the time, the you that makes it. Finds out what's going on. Why didn't you tell me you knew me back in the mortuary? Morty suddenly becomes defensive. Because I never know who you're going to be. Some of your incarnations have been stark raving mad. One time you woke obsessed with the idea that I was your skull and chased me around the spire trying to shatter and devour me. Luckily, you were crushed by a passing cart in the street. Another good and lawful you tried to thrust me back into the pillar because it's where I belong. Morty smirks. That's why. Besides, no harm's ever come of you not knowing. How'd you get free of the pillar? Well, you pulled me off, Chief. I fought my way to the front of the pillar. You'd been here before, you know, yammering and howling until you hadn't noticed me. I begged to be freed, swearing that I'd follow you, sharing my knowledge until your final days. I just didn't realize how that'd be until you'd already torn me free. And all the pillar's knowledge? Oh, that. Well, I also didn't realize I'd lose most of the pillar's accumulated knowledge once I was out of it. Piking powers, did that ever set you off? But you kept me around just the same. And at first I felt bound to you, and maybe your sorcery had turned me into some sort of familiar. But after a couple of 100 years, I realized there was more than that. Something deeper. More than just a debt of gratitude, though. Attitude, too. But that's sure the hell's had something to do with it. I just felt drawn, connected to you somehow. Maybe it's all your suffering, Chief. Your torment. I don't know. Maybe I likened it to my own when I was in that pillar. Alright. Let's leave, Morty.
All right.
Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how to do this. Because I'm pretty sure there's a way that I can change how my party is arranged. But I'm not entirely sure. Also, I'll probably want to change to that since I want Valor in the front. But I'm just trying to think.
I'm gone.
Can I just leave him back there? So I know that I can leave Morty behind somehow, but I'm trying to remember exactly how to manipulate the party. Let me figure that out. Okay, there it is.
I will not cry.
Alright. Okay, so it looks like I need him in my... I need to leave him back at the other
I knew
area.
you'd be back, Chief. Finally realized you needed me, huh?
So what if I just walk over here then? Oh, that was odd. Now let's try reforming the party.
Alright.
Don't worry, I'll be back, Morty. You're gonna be there, right? Yes. Okay, now you better stay there or this is gonna be nasty.